Start that. That's going. All right. Here we go. See how much the stick is moving? Not much.
Your hover takeoff is so smooth.
All right, so everything's green. We got fuel, and FADEC lights are green. Roll in a little bit of power because I know I'm going to pull vertical. And we're above ETL.
Unbelievable. Just so I understand the law, we're allowed to hover over anything we want, right?
Outside of population, yes.
And unincorporated land, is that considered population?
Nope, it's country. It's an airport for a helicopter.
But like in my house, which is Denton County, unincorporated land.
But you are over a populated area.
Okay.
A densely populated area. So we're doing 95 right now.
Wow.
Trying to make a little bit of time, but I can get up a little bit higher so we can avoid this low burble. But you know, higher you go, the more wind.
Okay, wait, so higher you go, more wind, but less turbulence or more turbulence?
Less turbulence in this situation. So if it comes over the ridge or over the trees, it's going to do this. If you're down there, you're going to get thrown by it. Not dangerous, just uncomfortable. A little bit more vibration at the higher speed, for the main rotors.
It's really nothing.
We're doing, 95. I can't read the number underneath. It looks like about 75.
I can't either.
80. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Alright. So we're in Texas already.
Yep.
Until we get up here, then we'll go back into Oklahoma.
So landing in my property from the lake side, there's no problem because there's no dense population.
That's correct.
But coming down the straight lariat.
Well, there's a caveat that you can use on that, and you can be at any altitude over anything as long as it's done safely for the purpose of a takeoff or a landing.
All right.
On your property, which in this case would be your heliport. It's not going to take but one complaint to the FAA before they're going to call you, and they're going to kind of look at you and like, you're pushing your luck here. Not out of, not legally, right, for the FAA, but legally they're going to start taking you to court if they're angry. So I recommend a lot of barbecue.
Yep.
And
be friendly.
Yeah.
So what I got to do, the good news is that coming down that street, I got the whole street. I'm not going over anybody's house.
Yeah. And, the FAA says, and at any time during that approach, you land safely. And, is there wires? Is there obstacles? Do you have a good rotor span or more? Are trees hanging over that road?
No, it's actually a good road for doing it. And my plan is not to take off and land there often. It's just like once a day to get the helicopter out.
I like that cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
I mean, It looked like I put an H on it.
It's so perfect, but my neighbor to my right there in front of it, he doesn't like me.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
Does the R-22 have a governor?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
This does not.
Right. But, you know, the Enstrom didn't have it, and I flew with this lady, and she said, you just don't need it. Now,
if it's rigged up properly, you don't.
Right.
And mine is rigged pretty good.
Yeah.
I looked down my tack back there. I was doing 104%.
Yep.
And right now I'm back down to 102, and I'll just kind of see where that settles out over time.
Yep. No, cemetery.
The old joke as a kid about, you know, aircraft crashing in a cemetery, and they're still digging for bodies. Now, I developed a bad habit when I first started flying, and I sometimes have to consciously avoid it, but it's just this business where I would just nudge it to make it react to what I needed. Nudge, nudge, nudge.
And that's not good?
No, it's basically, if I keep having to nudge over here, guess what? I just need to move my center that direction a little bit.
Yep.
And then see what it has in little corrections. And I had this big old burly guy says, I am going to reach over and hold your hand until you stop that. Yes, sir.
Was that or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then his check airman up in Searcy, Arkansas,
Yep.
got into that with me as well. But the R-44 is such a different feel. I mean,
yeah,
entirely different. We'll get back to the house and put it in a hover and see how you feel about that.
Yes.
Because, again, it's just, see the little pond there?
Yep.
See how it's kind of dark at the south end and ripply at the back?
Yep.
That means the wind's coming from that direction.
Exactly.
You got to see all these things. It's even more important on a helicopter than it is fixed wing. Yes, there's 100 indicated.
Oh, wow.
And that's putting us about 75 miles an hour across the ground. You're going to find in your meteorology class, some of this is more experience, but when you look at like a winds aloft forecast, let's say it's south at the ground, as you go up, it's going to rotate out of the west. That's just the way it works. Coriolis effect, maybe? I don't know. I'm putting ignorant statements on this tape that'll be on YouTube tonight. That's better.
Much better.
Here's my air scoop. Old Terry Bradshaw used to live right over there.
Really?
Yep. He's a local boy.